The first few minutes after the break was a little bit opportunistic. We had a certain type of player, and if we don't have ball possession, it will allow the other to play. And they're very good players. And they play at the highest level. Against a team like that, it's problematic. Don't forget, we have played a couple of good counters. And I think the 2-0, after that we had a little bit more grip on the match. And in that phase of the game we had some chances. And we tried to lock the game. We didn't manage. And in overtime, during overtime, can you talk about the substitutions? Most of the time you change strikers in, and your reaction was to the Spurs. Yes, of course, I saw that we had difficulty with their play, and we have Veldman brought into the game, and after that we had a little bit more grip on the match. Right before that, it was quite unfortunate at the moment, and which resulted in a 2-0. By not starting off the Neres, that has not been to your advantage. No, of course, hasn't been. Of course, we were in the lead with 2-0 during halftime, and we have created some chances during the ending stages. And you say, well, what do you say now? 24 hours of celebration or of misery? No, it's I said it in a dressing room. For today and for tomorrow, we can find no words, but we'll have to deal with it, and we'll have to regain our composure, and we owe that to ourselves and Ajax, and especially to the fans. We have a great season. We've got one prize, and the second one will have to follow, and I think that we'll realize during the coming hours and days. And this group of players is so resilient. We will be there on the pitch on Sunday. Erik, their first goal, the central duo is in the front, and that's logical with a standard situation. But the field is completely open. That has been one of your strengths, that counter-attack, but that was a problem, and Mara can just walk in. No, we've done a lot of things right in this Champions League run, but in this situation we had more composure, and we could have prevented it. This is top level, and details are... The devil is in the details, and we made the wrong choice as a team. And the defender loses grip during the 2-3. I can't say too much about that. Situations like that you can analyze too deeply and overanalyze it. And I think that I can name another couple of players who made a tiny little bit of wrong choice, but that's too easy, and it's too easy to assign that goal to one player. Last questions. If you have questions, please raise your hand. Erik, Matthijs told me that after the game you spoke to the group, you said you'd be proud. Can you tell us a little bit more about that conversation? Yes, I told them, first of all, that it's very hard to find the right words for a moment like that, and that football is cruel, and this is the cruel side of football. we have to endure tonight, but we'll have to go on. And we don't do that in a couple of hours, in a couple of days. I cannot ask that of the players. But if you are so close and well considered, the Champions League finals is so unique, and the players all realize that very well. And you need time to get that sorted out, but we'll have to. We'll have to get back on track before Sunday, and we'll have to start with that on time. You cannot wait with it too long, no, and we won't be ready for Sunday. Can you get some motivation for that? Only the double can alleviate the pain. Yes, of course, you can also get some motivation from a loss like this, because you've got a beautiful season like this and such a beautiful Champions League season. But of course, you'll have to win the National League. Last question? No? Okay. Thank you. And next up will be the Spurs.